Hey y'all, welcome to Homestead Budgets. My name is Heather and today we are going to be doing a little bit of a different video, but I think a fun video. I talked about in my last one that I ordered some new envelopes so that way everything was going to match and look really nice, and they finally came in the mail. So we're going to go through all of our envelopes, transfer things over, maybe chit chat a little bit. I don't think that I have anything to pull, but if there is anything, I will do that while I'm in there. If this is your first video of mine that you're clicking on, thank you so much for joining me. And if it's not, thank you so much for sticking around. And we will just go ahead and get into it. I don't have this planned and these are not in order. That probably would have been a good idea. So we're just going to go through each one and then find them in here and put them in the envelope that they belong in, or in the binder that they belong in. So we will start with my sinking funds. So date night is good, and I may also have to switch like some order of things because when I order these envelopes, I get them like to where the zippers will alternate, so that way, like, instead of them stacking up like this, I'm hoping that'll focus in. Instead of them stacking like this, and like this part can get really thick with all the zippers stacking on top of each other, I order the words so that way they alternate, so they can sit as close to each other as possible. So some things may need to be switched around depending on which side the zipper is on. So we're going to change over health. Once we find it. I know I'm filming this on the weekend. I hope that y'all are having a nice weekend. I know that we're just kind of getting some stuff done around the house while my husband took off a week from work, so this is kind of like the tail end of it. So we're just getting some things done outside and around the house, and I think tomorrow, which would be Sunday, we're actually going to relax a little bit because I feel like we've just been tackling, we have been tackling projects all weekend. So that one lines up. Nice annual bills. Is here. So yeah, I hope that y'all are doing something. I know, so like we're on the East Coast, and earlier this week we were having lots of smoke from the fires that were coming down from like Canada, but luckily it rained the other day, and since then it has been really nice outside, because honestly we weren't even doing that much outside earlier this week because the like smoke was so bad. Gifts. I don't know how it's worked out so far that they've all been on the right side. Now that I've said that, they'll probably be off, but alright, cool. And that's it. Oh, that's so nice. That literally makes my, like, OCD heart really happy that they all match now. Very exciting. Oh, I am actually adding in a envelope to this binder. I'm going to do a tattoo envelope. And we're going to put it in between Christmas and debt. Cool. So that one is all done. We'll go to our everyday binder. I think there's probably only a couple in here to switch out. So dining out. And I think that is Oh no, this one's open. So yeah, that one's on the right side too. Nice, 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 nice. Spending is fine. Let's close this back up. Pets is fine. Self-care. Cool. So that one only had the one. Going into the savings binder. I think there's, I don't know, maybe like 1 or 2 in here. Emergency fund. So what I'm actually going to do, because this sometimes confuses me, is I got a month ahead envelope, which I'm actually just going to, which side is this on? So I'll put it in front. And what I'm gonna do is, since what I have in my emergency fund envelope is technically my month ahead worth of expenses, I'm going to change that over. Okay. Whoop. So emergency fund, a savings is getting switched. So this is just like the little like savings challenge that I do for my niece. And that will go in there. And I think, so yes, I'm going to have to, and I'll probably do this off camera because I think that's the last one in here that I really need to play around with a little bit, because all the zippers, you can kind of see what I was talking about. All of these zippers are on the same side. So I will kind of mess around with those a little bit to get them back to alternating. So that way this isn't so, it doesn't like get so thick or anything. I'm going to leave the business binder for last. And so we'll get into the home binder or homestead binder. Bulk, so feed, I know I got a new one for. That's all set. Garden, we will take out and put that in here. So that one is set. House maintenance. I feel like almost this entire binder needed to be redone. And these envelopes I get from, it was a girl that I found on Etsy, but she had somewhere on her profile that if you ordered off of like her website, that it was like a little bit discounted. And I personally like to do that because as a small business owner myself, I know that whenever someone will book me on my own website, I don't have to pay like the extra website fees for like, you know, other housing websites basically. So, but I thought that this one was really cute because it was a longer word, obviously, that like it's a little bit thinner, which I kind of like. But her name, the name of her shop is All Things Bliss. I will find her website and put it in the box below. So that way, if y'all want to go get some, you can. I literally feel like I ordered these at the end of last week, and I just got them today. Today is Saturday. So they came really, really fast. And she always packages them so nicely. So, and then actually, let's flip back through these. So that's alternating, that's alternating. That's the same, which works out because I'm actually adding in an envelope to this binder, which is just going to be a household envelope. So that'll be for, you know, paper products, cleaning products, things like that. So that will go in between to make these alternating again. awesome. And then this is my business binder, which I may in the future need to separate this out. But right now I've got a couple of different ones, couple of different of my businesses in the same binder. So if, like I said, eventually I may need to separate them out so that way each business has its own binder. But for now, this works. Car maintenance is getting a new one, which again, kind of like house maintenance, because it was a little bit longer, the writing is a little bit thinner, which I actually really like. So you can tell the difference between those. I think it looks really nice. So, and this one is getting a lot of new envelopes. So I'm going to, I don't think I ordered a taxes envelope, but what I'm actually going to do is take the taxes envelope out, because what I find myself doing throughout the week is that before I cash stuff and when I'm planning what I'm going to cash stuff after like bills and everything is paid, I'm automatically transferring what I'm setting aside in taxes into my high yield savings account. So it's just kind of an extra couple of steps to pull it out, stuff it, and then be taking it back to the bank every other week as I replace it with placeholders. So I'm just going to remove this envelope altogether. Insurance can stay, and that is on the left side. So we've got a couple of new ones. I think I may put YouTube towards the back, but I wanted to get one of those for like giveaways coming up and things like that. So let's do, I'm gonna have to play with the order of these a little bit. So marketing, I'm going to put in here. And then we will do supplies. Why is that giving me a hard time? Shipping. Office, so just anything that I need for the office, printer, paper, ink, things like that. And then I will put YouTube in here. So that will be near the back. And then growth is going to be my last one going in, and that I will probably use all around for YouTube growth, for, you know, for my channel, business growth, things like that, just kind of putting a little bit extra away for future projects that happen. So I think I've talked about it a couple of times on my channel, but just to kind of explain some of these is that I have a pet care company, and that's what I use a lot of my like car envelopes for, but I also have I make collars and leashes and things like that. So that's why I wanted to get shipping, supplies, things like that put in here. So as that grows, I have a way of saving up for things. But that is all that I have for today's video. I enjoyed kind of chit-chatting with y'all a little bit while I rearranged some of these binders, and you will see them in action next week with my next cash stuffing. I hope that y'all enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a great one. Bye, y'all.